Turn it on.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah.
Howdy, partner. Howdy, partner.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm-mm. Mm. Just hit my face with a little bee.
Oh, you hit your face?
This slid and hit me in the face.
What are we eating today?
We are eating charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Because I could not get myself to cook.
No, this is
And
stunning.
I did kind of cook.
You cooked.
I cooked.
I
cooked and I'm about to eat.
Literally and figuratively. You know what? You cooked.
And I cooked.
And then you ate and you left no crumbs.
Bitch. Okay. So everything here is not homemade except for this hot goat cheese and pesto dip. The pesto is a walnut pesto that I made. I hand chopped.
Hand chopped. Dainty little hands.
They're small. We have a fig and olive cracker. We have a white and black sesame seed biscuit.
Butter cookie.
Yeah, it's like a shortbread cookie. Marinated mushrooms, pepper and onion relish. These are little cornichon roll-ups with cream cheese in, I'm pretty sure is sopressata.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, very, very good. We have marinated olives. This right here is a 12-year manchego. This is some cheese with truffle. Calabrese. More sopressata. Prosciutto. Some very stinky cheese from France. And Marcona almonds.
Rosemary, Marcona
They're
almonds.
not rosemary, no.
Excuse me?
They're not.
Sage.
Something.
That's sage.
I'm actually pretty sure it didn't say Marcona almond. It said Valencia almonds.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's a different almond or if it's
a different region of France.
Marcona's
okay.
are from Spain. So is Valencia.
Valencia is a different region in Spain.
Sprain. Mm-mm.
And we are drinking gorgeous, beautiful, lovely martinis.
Thank you, Kettle One. Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
Anyway, I'm going to eat one of these because they're honestly so good.
I want one too.
I've always loved salami and cream cheese. It feels like such a
match made in heaven.
Oh my god, this is so good. You take one thing that is fatty and you take another thing that is fatty and you put them together, but then you put...
No, it's the crunch for me. That's the texture I need.
The cornichon is very good.
You know what? Okay. Crunch is the umami of textures. Am I wrong?
No.
Right? Want to fight about it?
No, I agree with you. I want that.
I need a crunch.
I need that stinky.
I need things to be crunchy, crispy.
I need to figure out... I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, please.
I need to figure out what this cheese is. It has the texture of like a very creamy brie, but it smells like a blue cheese. You don't know this cheese? Mm-mm.
So what made you buy this cheese? Wait, what did you say this was?
Something with truffle.
Okay, and that? Manchego.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was my question to you?
What made me pick it?
Yes.
It looked oozy.
Wow, that is like such an interesting word. I think that it equals to moist.
Really?
Yeah. I actually prefer moist. Moist is like a healthy environment. When things are moist, things are healthy. When things are oozy, things are unhealthy.
Whatever. I love it. And this is also very good. No, I don't want this yet. It's a crumbly cracker. It's a crumbly cracker, but you know what? I'm sure it's fine. Let's try this. We're just doing really well today.
We're in another dimension.
I don't know that I can pick this up.
It's okay. Just let it go.
I tried.
Okay. So to pick up where we left off last week.
Okay.
Where did we live? I wanted to talk to you about a reality show.
Okay.
I have had this in my notes for 3 weeks, and I keep forgetting to bring it up.
Okay.
Married at First Sight.
I don't watch that.
What?
I don't watch that.
No, I've never watched it in my life.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
On the concept?
Yeah.
Having never watched it?
Yeah.
I don't know, it kind of sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. It's like...
This is food that requires a lot of chewing. I feel like this is going to be more of an ASMR video. We're having a mukbang today. Never mind. It's going to be silent from now on.
Oh my god. This salami, whatever that is so like fatty, and there's like so many fibers.
Fibers?
Yeah, with the salami, it's going to be easier to get it down. Anyway, fuck. I was talking about Married at First Sight. Okay.
Right.
What would bring a person to go on this show? Truly. And I'm asking this, no, because you're putting yourself in quite possibly the most stressful fucking situation. I understand going on dating shows. That's completely different.
Then you're like fighting other people for the attention of one person.
Yeah, but the drama like is funny and fun, and there aren't as many repercussions. Like, so many people have become very famous from dating.
We love you, Gabby.
Dating reality shows. Yes, Gabby. Gaggy. Her, for example, that's literally a perfect example because she gained a following from this show. It's a platform, you know what I mean?
And to be fair, I've never actually seen The Bachelor.
Neither have I, but I see it as like the same thing as Summer House or Southern Charm. Like, these shows are platforms for these people to become famous and then do whatever the fuck they want when they're famous. But something like Married at First Sight, on the other hand, it just seems a little risky, you know?
I would assume that it's about as risky as 90 Day Fiancé.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's like a lot of exposure with not as much reward. Because like those, like in the US at least, people don't worship them as much as they do like The Bachelor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. In Israel, it's very popular. And actually, like, somebody in some group asked, or maybe it was like on TikTok, somebody asked, like, I had a conversation with my friend, and like, I think that she's being really naive in thinking that the pairs are matched solely based on compatibility, where I think it's because it's a TV show, they're often going to match up people who don't necessarily match just to create drama. And I answered her,
oh, interesting,
that I absolutely think that no matter what, it's a TV show. And nothing is being done out of the goodness of anybody's hearts. It is solely for rating. So yes, they do match up some people. And again, I've never seen this show in any format, like no matter what country it is. They match up people, some knowing it's going to be hella toxic and like super combative to create,
you think so?
That viewership. And definitely they match up people who on paper are perfect for one another to balance it out.
To make people question.
To make people like, oh, maybe it is legit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
It sounds so scary to me.
Like, thankfully, you never have to deal with that.
Yeah, for sure. You would, but I think that if you were to go on any reality TV show, if it were like a dating show, for instance,
what do you think I would go on?
I feel like you should go on.
Should.
The Bachelor, I feel like, if any of them.
What? They're all like 23 years old.
Really?
Yes. All of these dating shows are like for
Love
very
is Blind.
So this is like last year.
And
now
you know what? You would do really well on Love is Blind, I think.
And here's the thing. Why? Because they won't be able to see me?
No, because you're very talkative. You have a lot to say, and you have like what's the word I'm looking for?
Can't wait to hear this.
Controversial opinions. So it creates like drama, and it's interesting.
So it's funny because like this current season of Love is Blind just ended, and they announced that the next season is in like Colorado or something, but I very specifically remember them doing a casting call in Miami, and I think that maybe it fell through because probably everybody knew each other.
I don't know. Miami's a very large city. Like, think of even growing up here, like I only hung out with the people from like the North Miami area, and not even North Miami Beach like area so much. Like North Miami Beach had its own high school. I hung out with
I had
people.
friends from Beach High.
I had guy friends from Beach High. That's slutty. Different.
Girl, slutty of you. I don't know. So when they did the casting for the Miami
oh my God.
Love is Blind, Rona actually sent it to me, and she was like, you should do this. And I was like, that is the most humiliating thing I could ever think of.
Oh my God, what?
So here's the thing.
Why?
First of all, I think that in the US, these reality shows have a different vibe.
Exactly. In a good way.
No, absolutely not. When was the last time you watched Love is Blind?
So I had never seen it.
Who is the oldest person there? They're what, like 31?
No.
32? There were no women above the age of 35. None.
35 probably.
No. Maybe a man.
Yeah, maybe not 37.
The British Love is Blind had older people.
So go to Britain.
I don't know. I do like to potty. So
Potty.
Potty. You're right.
Isn't it?
Ain't it?
Love is blind, isn't it?
Fuck, bro. Love is not blind.
No.
No.
There's not.
Like, no, I don't think Love is blind.
Oh my God, those blackberries are stunning.
I know.
And that dip is stunning.
We do know how to speak British.
Oh.
English.
I'm so sorry.
Are you about to say that you're really good at it?
No. But okay. So like last week, someone told me that someone was like talking about like Southern people speaking English and like saying like, oh, like I couldn't even understand them. And like, maybe I'm just a woman of the world. But
you're saying a lot of very funny things today.
But I rarely have a hard time understanding someone. Does that happen to you often? Like, no. I feel like
I understand people.
Yeah, I like usually understand people. Maybe it's because of the fact that we speak 3 languages fluently, and so like I can understand what like people are trying to say when they have like a thick accent. But also like people who are very Southern or like have like a very intense like Midwest accent, like I can still obviously understand them. That's not like crazy to me. But there are people that don't understand that. Like some of my friends down here that were like born and raised in Miami and like didn't ever leave will have a hard time understanding some like thicker American accents. I have had trouble understanding British people, but people that are like...
Where?
When I was in Thailand.
No, I'm saying like where from in Britain, because
I want to say like Westchester or I don't know.
Oh, I want to be an asshole.
I sound
right
like a dumb bitch right now.
I want you to like point to Westchester on the map.
No, I have absolutely no idea where that is. And actually, you know what? I think that I remember someone saying that it was like just outside of London.
Wow.
So I'm probably just a dumb bitch. But I feel like I typically have an easy time understanding people.
Mm.
So I'm better than everyone.
Obviously.
Naturally.
That is the natural conclusion to all of this.
Yeah.
Pause. Like, don't pause, but pause. Because הכינותי מראש. In today's corner of Hebrew, הכינותי מראש means I have made this ahead of time.
I prepared myself.
הכינותי מראש. I have prepared myself.
I come prepared.
I made this extra dirty just so we like it. I think that I'm going to be a little bit miserable. I even put like multiple spritzers of vermouth.
Mm.
Oh, look at that. That is all brine.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
No.
All I need is a pickle. What's in there?
No.
Some of the jelly.
This thing? I think so. Maybe when I dropped. Anyway.
All I need is a pickle, a cream cheese, and a salami.
Right? I don't even know. Like, I literally was sitting at work and I was just like, I really just want to, like, end today.
Yeah, I get that.
And then I was like, ooh, I have an excuse to leave the office for a second. Mind you, like, I knock on wood, I love my job. It is very chill. I have the best boss. Oh, that is salty.
Oh, lovely.
But I was like, I need like some fresh air. I love it and I hate it that I have a Whole Foods literally like a block away from my office because I find myself there like 3 times a day.
The downtown one?
It's so nice and big.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
It's very nice.
I used to go there with Indy.
I went there the first time this morning. I was on my way to USPS to drop something off. And I was hoping to go in there to like get a coffee. I walk in and the girl's like, just to let you know, our machine is broken. We only have drip. I was like, thank you so much for letting me know. And I turned around and I walked away.
There's some good coffee in downtown.
Yeah, but it was just like on my way. Like literally I only have near me, I have crema that gives me like a legitimate like heart palpitations, like heart attack. It's so strong. Then I have Starbucks. I have a really good coffee machine at work, like that grinds the beans.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's very good. I just wanted somebody to make my coffee.
I hear you. Yeah. Sometimes you just need someone to make your coffee.
Yeah. So that was the first time I went today. The second time is when my friend Carly told me that she had a sore throat. And I was like, crap, I was with her on Sunday. Literally everybody at my job is sick. So I went to
we do not have time
loaded
for that.
up.
We do not have time for that.
On so many vitamins. Insert photo here.
So many vitamins. Did you send me oh, yeah, you did.
I did.
You done?
I can send you all of the ones that I bought out because I only sent the immunity ones. And then I went a third time when this brilliant idea came to my mind because I knew that I wanted to get cream cheese anyway to make this because this is goat cheese.
Can I pause you really quickly?
Yes.
I think that we should do this like once a month. Once every 3 episodes, like 3 episodes of like different little mixers and stuff. Charcuterie. Easy, quick. And it doesn't have to be, we could say that like once a month. It doesn't necessarily have to be like 1 every 3 episodes. It could just be like once a month. It could be one after the other.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine.
It's nice, you know? It's Old Faithful. This is Old Faithful.
I love snacking.
Oh my God, excuse me.
I love taking my fork to things.
How rude of me.
On a communal plate.
Same. On a communal plate. I love to take my fork to things on a communal plate.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's lovely. Lovely.
Also, those mushrooms are so fucking good.
There's nothing quite like that accent. Like, it is the best fucking accent on planet Earth. Fucking. Lovely. Kile. Coupe.
Yeah, no. I guess that is. Where is he from?
I don't know. I want to say that that's like a Liverpool or like almost like a Welsh accent, but I don't think so. When we have a person Where's Jamie Tart from?
I
Jamie
could
Tat.
I could bring my iPad real quick.
Let's bring the iPad.
I'll bring the iPad.
iPad time.
iPad time. I am an iPad kid through and through. Honestly, getting this thing was the worst thing I could have done for myself. When I'm getting ready in the morning, I literally walk around my apartment with this in my hand, like watching whatever content I'm watching. Which currently is The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, I have to watch that.
It's very good.
Wait,
Oh.
you just reminded me of. You watched Skins, right? The British show.
Yeah. What do you mean? It's one of the best TV shows ever made.
And so it was like a post from this chick who was saying about Skins that like it was for like the Tumblr kid, like the alt kid of the 2000s, like the Tumblr kid, the kid that was chronically online and like
Manchester.
He's from Manchester.
I feel like we're gonna get like flagged for offensive content.
At this point, we're getting flagged for everything. Oh, we can't say the word F. Let's just try with that.
That's a part of like, I speak to my bosses with it. What do you mean?
I'd say like, flippin'.
Fudge.
Fudge.
What is this, an afternoon special?
And well,
Afternoon after school?
Maybe it is.
No.
We learn something new every day.
Hey kids, gather around. Let us tell you more about dating apps.
And dirty martinis.
This is good.
No, it's so good. That dip. Okay, so you wanted to ask me, you wanted to talk to me about something.
Right. So, I got a D today.
You what?
I got a D today for cold medicine. Not for me, from my boss.
Wait, was it an 18 and over thing or a 21 and over thing?
I'm pretty sure cold medicine is 18 and over.
You got ID'd?
No.
Was the person, how old was the person? She was old.
But here's the thing. I think that like, at first, like when I came downstairs to Walgreens, I picked up the Theraflu. And I just came with my phone and like my badge to get back up to the office. And she's like, I need to see your ID. I'm like, are you for real? She was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, thank you. I'll be right back. And I'm riding high. I'm riding high on this fucking wave of ego boosting, like ageist bullshit.
It's a full body experience.
100%. And then I come down and like when I told my boss about like, because I was like,
when I told my boss that someone thought I was.
Well, no, he was like, do you have it? I'm like, no, because I have my ID here. He's like, you got ID'd? And I'm like, don't sound so surprised, bro. But no, I told her, I was like, I'm surprised that you want Theraflu because that's like it's like a powder that you put in hot water. Like it makes a tea and it's fucking gross.
Oh.
And he was like, yeah, no, that's not what I want. I was like, I think you want Mucinex. He was like, I want Mucinex. I was like, okay, very good. I come back down with my ID. I change it out. And then she's like, let me see if you're going to need your ID again. And she scans it and the system asks for an ID and you need to scan an ID. So that's when I came back down to earth and realized that this wasn't like a specific compliment to me.
No. It's okay.
It is okay.
It's still a compliment.
No.
You know, because maybe if she thought you weren't underage, maybe she would have been like,
let me override this.
Can you just show me your ID? I need to scan it. And maybe she was just like, oh, like, do you have an ID, sweetie?
So most of my life I've been told that I look younger than I am. I appreciate that. I love it. I don't think that I look 18.
No, I agree. No. You look like, honestly, I think you look like 25, 26.
Fuck yeah, younger than you.
Yeah, I hope I look like I'm 25, 26.
Oh, you're finally coming to terms with people telling us that we look the same age? Or who is younger? That used to get real pissy about it, but I get it.
Well, yeah, bro, you're 7 years older than me.
But you need to understand that it wasn't a reflection on like you looking older. It's me looking really young.
Okay, whatever. Last week,
And obviously behaving like a child, so.
last week,
Mm.
one of mom's students was like,
When are you graduating high school?
no, basically. She was like, how old are you? Or no, I think I said something along the lines of like, oh, I'm 30, whatever. And she was like, wait, you're 30? And it was like, yeah. And she was like, no, like, I thought you were like 20. And I was like, stop
Yes.
it. Stop it right now. Stop it. And then she told mom, she was like, I thought you were like 50. And we were both like, I'm so sorry. Can I keep you in my back pocket?
Can you just
Can you just hang out with me all the time and tell people what you think about me?
Can you text me once every like 48 hours and tell me I look good?
Just be like, hey, everyone, like, isn't she so young looking?
Oh my God, she's so youthful.
She's radiating
For real.
from the inside out.
Sorry. I was at Trader Joe's maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and very purposefully, I don't know what it is. I think it's like to make sure that my bags are balanced. The first things that I put on the thing, like,
Are the heaviest things.
the wine.
Yeah.
Right. And mind you, at Trader Joe's, you don't put things on the thing. You just like hand them the card. But like, I kind of like handed him the wine. And then he goes to me, can I see your ID, please? And I'm like, fuck, I literally came out of my car without my purse, just my keys and my phone. And I was like, I have my ID in my purse and it's right like in the garage. And he was like, I mean, we have all of your cart to go through, so go get it. I was like, I'm in high heels, running up the stairs at the Midtown Trader Joe's to run to my car. This guy starts yelling at me because he thought that I was leaving. There were so many parking spots available. I don't understand, like, why you're getting on me.
I can't believe you haven't seen Michelle there.
I usually go to the South Beach one. But I made a wrong turn leaving work, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm already down the street. And I come back like this. And he's not even done like scanning my shit. And he was like, damn girl, you quick. I'm like, I don't need to go to the gym anymore. And he looks at me and was like, yeah, girl, that's what's up. I'm like, I don't go to the gym. And he looks at the ID and he was like, girl, we're like a month apart. And I always get ID too. What is up with us looking so young? It's the people of our generation. I was like, are you single too?
No, stop. He said that to you?
I asked.
Oh my God,
I feel like a lot of people that were born in 1987, a lot of the people that I graduated with, like South Florida and even like in Tel Aviv, people that were born like 86 to 88 are not married.
Okay. And is he single?
No, he has a girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Not married.
No, he's not married. But he is like, no, not yet. I'm like trying to figure it out. Like, we're getting there. I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute.
Wow, the conversations you have with
random strangers?
The workers at Trader Joe's.
I love grocery store people.
No, I appreciate their service to our community.
But also, like, I don't start a conversation unless a conversation is started with me, because I don't willingly want to talk to people.
But like a lot of times I feel like they'll start a conversation with me and I'm like, I don't even know. Like, I don't want to put myself slowly I die inside because I'm just like,
wait, can you please
how
take
can
it back?
I handle this conversation right now? There's too many things in my brain. Like, this person's talking to me. I don't know them.
See, I feel
they're
like
asking me questions and I don't know how to answer. When I'm at the grocery store,
that's when I'm like zen. Like, ooh, yeah.
100%. But if somebody is talking to me at the first of all, I go to the Walmart. That's where I go grocery shopping.
That's because you don't have a Trader Joe's near you.
That's correct. We have a Sprouts, too expensive. But I go to the Walmart by my house, and there's
like it's
one.
A slur. Canceled.
There's some crazies at my Walmart, like crackheads, full-blown crackheads. We live in the in-between, you know what I mean? Like, we live in a beautiful, gorgeous neighborhood.
Stunning.
But
I love Dania Beach.
Literally, on everything that is surrounding our neighborhood is a little bit scary sometimes.
I went to get my boss.
Like, there's a
food
lot
today.
of drug use.
Of course. I work downtown, yeah?
Yeah.
I went to get my boss food today, and I'm walking around. I couldn't find him freaking empanadas, even though he's supposed to be low carb. He was like, I'll start it in April. I'm like, okay. I couldn't find him empanadas anywhere, so I walked into Julia and Henry's, or Henry's and Julia's, or whatever that place is called, and I got him arepas.
I was literally just there on, where was there arepas?
Amazonico, downstairs. I think there's one also at Aventura Mall.
I'm so annoyed.
What did you get?
No, I'm not that annoyed. I got delicious hand rolls. Delicious.
There's a lot of Asian stuff there.
And some pretty good dumplings. And a very good brisket empanada. Right in the first floor, right next to the entrance. So good.
The barbecue place?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I should have known. I just spit so hard in your direction.
It did.
I think it missed your shoulder by like.
Cute. Okay.
Like an 18th
I've been
of an
burping.
Inch. So yeah, I got him arepas, and I put him on his desk while he's like on a call, and I hear him talking, and he was like, "Yeah, Ayala got me something. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Maybe it's arepas." He's so Argentinian that he doesn't know what arepas are. And then I
didn't realize he's Argentinian.
Yeah. So he was like, I went downstairs to like look at the mail. I come back up, and somebody was like, he was asking for you. So I'm like, I come in here and was like, what is this? Mind you, I got him 2. It's supposed to be like a 1 thing per person. I got him 2. He was already like digging into the second one. He liked it. But he was like, ¿Qué es este sándwich? I'm like, oh, it's an arepa. He's like, oh, it's interesting.
What did it have?
One was very simple jamón y queso. Yum. And the other one was chicken and avocado. What the fuck was that? Was that a tick? What was that?
It was like I'm crying. I was like cleaning my teeth with my I sucked my lip in.
Man, I'm about to like choke
For
on
a
a
while.
biscuit.
Oh my god.
Can you die from choking on a biscuit? Oh my god. Ah, very good. I'm crying.
Holy
that was very.
fuck.
I'm just thinking. Oh my god. Can you like replay that sound?
I'm gonna have to like sample that. And that's just gonna be a new sound. Holy fuck, that was amazing. What were we talking about? Your boss's eating preferences?
My boss not knowing what an arepa is.
Oh, one of them was jamón y queso. And the other one
was chicken and avocado.
Oh my god.
Mm.
That sounds delicious.
Mm.
What were
They smell very good.
Genuinely didn't know what it was?
I don't think he knew what it was.
He literally was like, can you tell me what this is?
Mm.
Oh my god, sir. Get it right. Get it tight.
He will now.
That's crazy to me. Especially because he's Argentinian. Because like
You don't really eat Argentinian.
There's a lot of Venezuelans in Argentina because of the whole issues
now
in
he
Venezuela.
hasn't lived there in a very long time.
Is he older?
Yes.
How old?
He is. Don't remember if it's 78 or 77.
Oh, okay. He's older.
He's older than me.
Yeah, but like in my brain, when I ask if someone is older, I mean like, are
Mom
they
and Dad?
in their like, yeah, like later 50s?
Dad is about to be 70, but okay.
Yeah, but no, that is getting closer to like older.
No, he's just older than me.
Yeah, that's old. He's like noshek shmonim, like he's like kissing 80.
Dad?
No, your boss.
No, he's not.
You said 77?
The year he was born.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me right now?
What? They said he's older than me.
Okay. So this man is in his 40s.
Yeah.
So he is not older.
He's older than me.
Whatever. Is he cute?
He's a good looking man, yes.
Is he married?
We've never spoken about his wife. He does have a daughter.
Do you know if he has a ring on his finger?
I don't look. He's my boss.
What do you mean?
I expect my boss to tell me if he's married because he tells me to like send flowers. That's what's happened with previous bosses.
Okay. You never know, you know? Okay, so you told me earlier that you were having a weird day.
I'm having a weird existence.
I, too, have been having a weird week.
Yeah.
A woman.
You love someone.
Yeah, and it's really weird. It's like such a strange feeling. So, excuse me. I have been working with this woman for close to a year now. She called me about a year ago and she was like, hey, I'm a little bit older. I'm kind of unwell physically. I just went through a very serious loss. She lost her mother. She lost her mother right before COVID. And she was living in New York when her mom started getting sick. I think she said around like 2010 to 2012, something like that. So she moved down
way
here.
Before.
Yeah. Wait. So she moved down here to help her mom out and like take care of her mom and all of that. Her husband stayed in New York. She moved down here. She was living down here, spending time with her mom and like nothing else. She was her mother's caregiver. And so she didn't have time to like make friends or meet people or do anything outside of like taking care of her mom. Also, part of that time, she was also taking care of her husband's mom. So she was like...
Both of them were down here?
Yeah. So she was a full-time like caregiver and she was with both of them all the time and she didn't have time to like meet people. His mother died, I think like maybe a couple of years or a year before her mom died, and then her mom died right before COVID.
Okay, so beginning of 2020?
Yeah. Or like right like 2019, like late 2019, like December. And then she went into a very deep depression, obviously.
Of course, especially like when you've been doing this for so long, like basically your purpose expires and you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with my time now?
That, and also like you have no friends.
Was she like stay at home prior to that when she was in New York?
No, everything that she always told me was that like her life was so full of life and that she would...
No, but did she work?
Yeah, like she worked for Pan Am.
Cool. So she was a hottie.
She worked for Pan Am and then she worked for the airline that opened for American Airlines, which was what Pan Am became, right?
I thought it was TWA, but maybe I'm just thinking of like
I don't know, whatever. She like
airlines.
Worked as an flight attendant or stewardess, whatever, for a while, and then she worked at a travel agency, and then she worked with her husband. Like she's done a lot, and her husband have like the cutest fucking story. Like they just went to, why can't I remember now? I think it was the Galapagos, and like they just went on a trip, and like that's when they got married. And she like would always joke about how she was like wearing like Bermuda shorts and like fucking like little sandals, and she wasn't wearing anything special or interesting, but they just like decided that they wanted to get married, and it was...
That's so sweet.
Such a sweet, beautiful story. And then all of this shit happened, and like she spent the next, at the very least, like 3 to 4 years just at home. And like when I first started working with her, she told me something
At what point did her husband come down?
her husband comes down every year around the holidays and like.
Otherwise, they live separately?
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
One thing that she told me when we first started working together with, which broke my heart, was she said that she had a problem smoking and she smoked a lot, and that she felt because her mom was a smoker that like the cigarette was her company. How like heartbreaking is that? And then she said that to me, and so like it was hard for her to like give that up because she felt like she was like with her mom almost. And so like I immediately like felt for her, and since the moment that we started working together, like I had a connection with her because I really feel for her, you know, like that's really fucking hard. I cannot imagine what that's like. And it's scary, and like you're so far away, and like she was just such a good person inside. Like I told her so many times, I was like, why don't you guys just sell the house that you're living in, sell the condo that you have on the beach, like he retires, you guys fucking move to like Costa Rica or something and like spend your last years and like just together. Like you don't have to worry about anyone. But like she worried about like her nieces and stuff. They didn't have their own kids, but she worried about like her nieces and stuff, and she was like, we want to be able to pass things down to the family. And I'm like, oh my God. She had a lot of health issues. Anyway, she passed.
Was she regretful at all at not having kids?
Not in the slightest. She always said like, which is, it's funny, it made me think of you obviously, but like she said, she was like, I never wanted kids. It's never something that like I connected to, and I love kids, don't get me wrong, like I really love kids and I love being around kids and they bring so much light and love, but I just never wanted it for myself. And like she never said anything regretful of it. I haven't honestly heard her say many things that are regretful, which is why she made such an impact on me. Yeah. Because she just lived. She just lived. She really just lived. And I think that for me, it was, for a little while, it was like so peculiar because I don't think I've met anyone that has ever, I don't think I've met anyone like that has just lived their life and like not thought of how others are perceiving them living their lives. She's a Sagittarius, which is honestly my favorite sign. Like every Sagittarius that I know has such amazing qualities to them, and like they're so driven. It's our sister sign.
It's also
my best friend.
No, your moon?
Yeah, it's my moon. But I feel like they're just so driven. They're so fucking like focused, and like they don't make room for the bullshit. Like every Sag that I know is right there. You know what I mean? And she really was like, she was just so wonderful. And it was like a serious reminder for me because like I started to say, when I first started working with her, I almost thought that she was like delusional. Like she would say things to me and I was like, oh my God, like this lady's crazy. Because she was just so insanely positive about everything. And I'm like, how can someone be, it was so unimaginable to me that I was like, she's literally delusional. But then like after speaking with her husband, he called me twice since she's passed. And like, it's really heartbreaking. Like every time he speaks to me, he just wants to know more. He's like, did she say anything? Like he just like wants like any last bit of
Did you find out because he called you?
No.
You looked for her.
Yeah. She didn't show up to our class. And that's so unlike her. Like she would always like text me if she was going to miss the class or whatever. She just didn't show up. And so I texted her. I was like, hey, no, I called her and she didn't answer. And so I texted her. I was like, hey, like, I'm here. Are you okay? No answer. Waited in the studio for 15 minutes. Nothing. And so I texted her and I was like, hey, I'm kind of worried. Like, please send me an update. And then I was on the way home. Her house is on the way to my apartment. And so I was like, I'm just going to drive by, like, just to make sure.
You've been to her house?
Yeah. When I first started working with her, we were meeting at the park, which was right next to her house.
Okay.
The very first time that I came to her, I picked her up, which again, like, for someone who is straight and like real, that doesn't seem odd. You know what I mean? They're like, can you please come pick me up? Like,
But
I
like,
can't really
it's
drive.
like a complete fucking stranger.
But for me, that like I'm young and I live on the internet and like I know how fucked up the world is, I was like, you want me to pick you up? Like, that's kind of scary, you know? And so like I drove to her house and she was just sitting outside in her little chair with her little purse. And we drove to the park. It really broke my heart, honestly. She was so
So wait,
sweet.
you drove to the house.
I drove to the house. I knocked on the door. I rang the doorbell. I stood there for 10 minutes. Obviously, nothing was happening. So I was like, okay, like I'm not gonna like stalk her house. Like I'm gonna go. Maybe she's sleeping. She texted me Friday before this Monday. I'm not feeling well, so she had to cancel. So I was really worried. I was like, oh my God, like maybe she fell. She lives alone. Like maybe she fell, even though she has like a panic button and like she had an Apple Watch. Her husband bought her an Apple Watch for Christmas so that she could like call him if she was whatever, you know, she could call 911, whoever. So I was like, maybe she like got up in the middle of the night and like banged her head or fucking fell.
And she's just like laying
and
there.
she's just there. Can't move. And so I was on the phone with Mish and I was like, should I call 911? And she was like
a wellness check.
No, yeah. She was like, no, don't. And so I looked up her husband because I knew his name and I knew his profession and I looked him up on Google and I found like an office number. And so I called the office and I was like, does a blank and blank like work here? And they were like, he's not in today. And I was like, listen, like, I don't even know if I'm calling the right number, but I'm a little worried. My student didn't show up to class today. So unlike her, she'll always like reach out if she has to miss it or if she has to cancel. And if not, like she'll at least answer and be like, oh my God, I forgot that we had a class. Like she's very responsive and she's not responsive. I knocked on the door of their house. Like she's not there. I just want to try and make sure that I can like access the correct person. And he was like, let me call this guy. And so then I got a call back from her husband and he was like, and I was like, hi, like, I don't know if this is even the right person. I started telling the story and then he just like interrupted me. He's like, she died. She passed. And then he even on the same phone call, he was like, you just got married. Congratulations. And I literally like lost it. I lost it. And then the following day he called me and which was yesterday, he called me. He was just like, yeah, like the detective told me she called you.
So they found her.
I think so. She used to tell me that they would speak every morning for 2 hours on the phone. And so what I'm thinking is that she just didn't answer his call and he got worried. And so he spoke to like one of the neighbors or he called 911 on his own.
If there's a detective involved.
So I was also confused about that. But when I spoke to mom and dad, they said that anytime that a death happens inside of a home, there needs to be a detective just to make sure that like there wasn't any
foul play.
Yeah, any foul play. Exactly.
Damn, dude, that's fucking depressing as fuck.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to turn down the vibes.
No, it's okay. I feel like it's good to remember our mortality and to think of things as half full and like take her example of living life positively and just like living it and not. I actually like I was stuck at a red light and I was bored, so I was like scrolling on TikTok for like the duration of the red light, and I came by this TikTok. Honestly, I had to scroll past it because I was getting annoyed. But it was this girl who's like hysterically crying because she remembers how like 5 years ago she opened TikTok and she saw this lady who was saying that she lived her entire life, like this older lady, she lived her entire life by when. Like, when I'll get married, I'll be happy. When I have kids, I'll be happy. Like, there's always, like, the expectation of happiness and joy at the next milestone. And then the reality was that she was never truly happy. Like, she didn't really live the life that she wanted to. She lived the life that was expected of her. And it's so nice to hear of a person of an older generation who just did what was good for her.
Yeah.
Who didn't...
She got married when she was, like, in her 40s.
Oh my God, there's
definitely hope. But she met the love of her life when she was in her 40s.
I love that. But like, no, it's so sweet to hear of like a person just like truly living their life authentically. And I can only hope that when it happened, it was as painless and as peaceful as possible.
That's exactly what I told him yesterday. I said to him, I was like, I don't remember what he had said, but I was like, all I hope is that it was as peaceful as possible and that she just went, as she was, and that there was absolutely no pain involved because she deserved peace. Mm-hmm. She really did. And he said it to me multiple times, and even the detective told me, because she had like read through our messages, I was the last person that she texted. Really sad. And she told me, like, they both said, like, she really loved you. And she did. She was so kind to me, and she was so sweet to me. And she would always compliment me, and she would always tell me how special I was. And Mom even said, she was like, I saw her last Wednesday. And
Mom knew her too?
She didn't know her, but like she had seen her 2 times when she was at the studio to like teach one of her trainings. We used to do a class like right before she would start the day.
I see.
And she like came up to Mom twice and told her, like, you're a really good mom. I know. I could cry.
Stop.
I could cry because of like how good of a connection she knew that we had, and like because Mom said, because she was like, I think that she said that to me because of how highly she sees you.
Of course. She doesn't know Mom.
Yeah. And so
she's never seen Mom mothering you.
Yeah. But it was such a fucking like interesting scenario, because obviously it really broke my heart, and like I shed a tear. I wasn't crying hysterically because ultimately it's not like a family member that I lost, but
I cried commercials. What are you talking
about? But it was still a loss for me, because also this person has seen me in like some bad days, like this person has seen me in some days where I did not want to fucking be there. I did 3 classes a week with this woman at 7:30 a.m. before I have to go sit in an office.
She was your 7:30 a.m.?
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
You stopped our parties multiple times.
Always stopped our parties, but it's
for good reason.
For good reason. And like she had seen me in some bad days where I'm just like, like I just want to go home. But honestly, like it gave me so much inspiration this week, because I was feeling very uninspired and I felt very bad for myself. But then this was like such a fucking amazing reminder of like, bro, it literally doesn't matter.
Nothing matters.
Nothing fucking matters.
Just do what you want.
Just do whatever the fuck you want. Have fun. That's the most important thing. Have fun.
Have fun.
Have fun. Enjoy every moment. Live with a smile on your fucking face. That's all that matters.
So yesterday when I arrived at the bar, Taylor was like, how was work? I was like, work was work. I was like, I don't need to love my job. I need to love the life that it gives me, that it allows me to have. And first of all, I'm very lucky in the sense that I truly enjoy my job because of the people that I work with. But yeah, it's fucking amazing. What do you mean? Fucking love it. I'm so excited for our trip.
Oh my God.
And the newest revelation of Boba and Zayda.
Have you called them?
I called Boba yesterday. What?
I have to call her. I feel like I'm fucking an asshole.
I assure you that Tommy hasn't called her.
For sure, but like that's not to be expected. Or that is to be expected, that rather.
She didn't expect my phone call. She was appreciative though.
I want to call her.
So yeah, it's funny because the whole transition between like the text, the group text within the group text and then within the group text, I was like,
there's layers.
LOL. Because Roma immediately just made me laugh by like messaging privately. Because like all of us know that Boba and Zayda misplaced a very substantial sum of money.
But
and that it was
he doesn't
found.
know that we know. He didn't know that we knew.
he knew that we knew that the money had been found. He didn't know that we knew that where it was gifted. But it doesn't matter. All of us know. But we're not talking about it in the group.
So he was like, yo, let's talk about it.
Let's talk some shit. And it's so cute because he's also like, he's such a sensitive, like,
he's a sensy boy.
Thoughtful boy.
I told Mom, I was like, I'm so proud of him with this fucking trip. He has every angle. He knows he has everything. A hold on the situation. He is handling everything. Is neat and in mise en place. Mise en place.
Motherfucking on our fucking trip.
It's beautiful.
I think I'm gonna need to get like some liver supplements.
What?
We're gonna be drinking wine literally around. Not we. Myself. I can't speak for anybody else. I am planning on waking up and gargling my toothbrush with
relax.
A Pinot Gris.
Relax.
Or whatever white wine.
No, we're going to have a healthy morning, prepare our digestive system for the day ahead, and then we will arrive and drink all the wine. There's no spitting out at these tastings.
I'm not planning on spitting out anything. Have you ever seen me spit out anything?
I'm going to gargle it in my throat and then hatch it.
Throw it back.
Yeah.
What are you wearing to like all the vineyard?
What?
What are you wearing to like all the vineyard? What are you wearing on our trip?
Oh, to all the vineyards.
All the vineyards. What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
I don't know yet. What are you wearing? Do you want to show me?
No.
Do you want to tell me?
It's a surprise.
What the fuck?
You're gonna have like hats and bows and bags.
I could see myself potentially wearing some bows. I do have a pair of like cute kitten heel boots, like pointy hose.
Pointy hose.
Pointy hose.
Is it like a stiletto?
No, small. Kitten.
Yeah, a kitten is like a short stiletto.
I mean, like a thumb of a stiletto. It's not. I wouldn't call that a stiletto.
Is it a thin heel?
It's a relatively thin heel, yeah.
Okay.
But a stiletto
Have
is
you
like
been to a vineyard before?
5-inch heel. Yeah, and a lot of times you don't walk around in the vineyard. You walk around. No, I know, but
there's like gravel and like dirt.
I mean, okay, what are you wearing?
I'm bringing my riding boots.
Naturally.
Duh. They go with everything.
I'll bring my cowboy boots.
I'm considering bringing my full length cowboy boots. And then I'm getting
oh my god,
my Lázaro Western boots resoled.
It's gonna be in the 60s at night, right?
Esque.
So I can bring like abrigados.
Sí, vamos a estar muy abrigadas.
We should. See what I did there? The way you say hello in Portuguese is obrigado.
Yeah.
My abrigados.
Are you stupid?
Yeah.
We're not going to Brazil.
I know. I'm making a joke. It's a joke.
Are you stupid? I bought a bunch of pajamas. I'm waiting for them to arrive. I need to clean out my closet.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, once we stop, do you want to like help me?
Yes.
Okay.
Always.
I don't know that this is like a good time for me because I literally just finished my period and I've never felt fatter in my life and I feel like I'm going to have to like throw out all of my clothes.
Don't do that. I have recently taken to the Just method of things, which is keeping things for an unruly amount of time until they come back into style. Do you know that heel wedge sneakers are coming back?
First of all, yes, of course. But more than that, no, my phone is recording. I literally, when you and Mom were together for the training or whatever, I sent her a picture of a shoe. Okay. Think of Nike Airs, but if it was a wedge sandal. Sababa? Like
Nike Airs if it was a wedge.
Like the whole wedge is like shocks.
I've seen.
So I sent Mom a photo of this shoe, and mind you, maybe 3 minutes before that, I saw this incredibly like understated but very chic woman at the Whole Foods downtown wearing those exact shoes.
No.
And I was like, I sent Mom a photo of those shoes, and I was like, what did these remind you of? Think of them in all white. And she was like, they remind me of something. I don't know what it is. Tell me. Like my bat mitzvah shoes. My bat mitzvah shoes were like sneaker based wedges.
Not even wedges, platforms.
They were platform wedges though.
With that clear thing going through it. That is the epitome of like 90s.
And I saw them on Amazon and they're like $200 and I think I'm going to buy them.
Wait, okay. So this brings me to my last point. This is my last and final point.
You were about to finish this without.
Well, I'm so glad. Great topic. I'm so happy you brought it up. Thank you.
Talk to me.
Okay. So as I was driving here, I was listening to music and I was listening to house music. And I was like listening to it and I was like, fuck, like I love this so much. And
I wish I was invited.
Yes, I always wish I was invited. But mostly I was like, this is so much fun. Like, I love this music so much. And then I thought about it and I was like, why do I love this music? First of all, I've always liked electronic music to some capacity. Mm-hmm. But I feel like up until like maybe a year and a half ago or maybe like a year and a half ago, I liked it kind of like on a surface level. And I feel like I have become a connoisseur of sorts, mm-hmm. if you will.
Tell me more.
No, but like, okay. So you know how you'll listen to an artist that you really love, like Lana. Like you listen to her lyrics and you listen to the words of her music, and that is what makes her music. The music behind it is very beautiful, and specifically with Lana, it's also like very nostalgic. It makes you feel like you're listening from like to music from a different time, but it's her lyricism that like really captures you, right? And so I have that same thing with like the music aspect of it, because obviously the lyricism of like house music is not at all the same. Obviously it's like fuck me right now and some shit like that.
9 o'clock on a Friday.
Get your ass up.
We're going to high.
But the point is,
you know that it's high. It's not high.
High, I know, high in Ibiza. But in house music and electronic music, it's the music itself that like is the lyrics, if that makes any sense. And then the lyrics.
Why are you talking to me like I've never heard house music before?
Hold on,
like
listen,
older
I'm
than
just
you.
giving you my take. In house music or in electronic music, the thing that takes like precedent is the beats and like the music itself. And what's so beautiful about it is that it like takes you into like your own little world and you're just like bopping around in there in your own little world. And that's also kind of like why I love that band Krungben, because it's like that same concept, but they're jamming and like it's.
Are you guys going to the show?
Yeah, you need to get a ticket.
You guys are such fucking assholes.
Anyway, so. And on top of all of that, it's a culture. House is a culture, all right? Like there's some house songs that I'll be driving and they'll go on and I feel like I'm that fucking bitch in Studio 54. It gives me like New York in the 70s vibes.
So disco?
Yeah. A lot of house music is that.
Well, no, I love disco. I like house music.
And it gives me, it's like, that bitch. And those people were very cool. And they are probably
Why does it feel like you're trying to convince me?
The biggest inspirations for today's like things that people like. And I'm just saying, like, I love house music.
Why does it sound like you're giving me a pitch?
I'm pitching to you my love, the thing that I love a lot.
Okay. Next week
So you can come to the next rave with me.
For me, it's not the music. But the reason that I don't like going to raves is not because of the music. I enjoy the music. I've been jamming literally on a loop to the soundtrack from The Fucking Substance, okay? That shit is deep. It's like freaking like, what's it called?
Wait,
Berghain.
Berghain.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna listen to this when this wraps up. It's not the music that I don't connect with. I, first of all, think that it's a lot of fucking posers. And I can't look at one more 21-year-old white boy from Miami wearing a keffiyeh.
It's called a pashmina.
No, they were definitely wearing keffiyehs last time.
But they see it in their head. They're wearing a pad.
Posers.
I
wearing camelbacks.
They are small boys.
Exactly. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around small boys.
Honestly, I don't.
What am I, a pedophile?
I don't mind being around small boys, especially when I'm in my own little section because we got a table.
Okay, that was forced upon us after already spending so much money on a fucking VIP ticket.
That was not forced upon me. I was so happy to be in that section.
Ask Tony if that was forced upon him or
not. I sent him a large sum of money for
anyway,
that
this
table,
isn't neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. I don't want to be. I like the music played at raves. I don't love sweaty people rubbing up on me. I don't want to be in the same.
I want all the sweaty people rubbing on
Oh my god, that is so gross. I don't want like 30,000 people with me in the same exact spot. I don't know if it's like me growing up near Tel Aviv in the 90s. That to me immediately means there's about to be like a terrorist attack. Like immediately. A bus is going to explode.
PTSD.
Yes, 100%. I just don't love it. No. I don't.
I'm kidding.
No, we're living in very
I understand. I understand why people are like.
I like the music. I just don't love the.
I get it. For me, I'm like, this is so much fun. Like, can everybody come do this with me? But then to be fair, like our brother actually wants to go rave all the time, and if anything, he's probably more like, are you fucking kidding me? Can you come do this with me? And then I'm like, I'm gonna wake up early. I'm gonna have a routine. Let's do it another time. And then he's like, what the fuck? Why are you talking all this shit?
I did have okay. What? What, in your opinion, as part of like because like I want to do this for me and I want to do this for you and I want you to tell me both like your opinion on yourself and on mine. What do you think is an aspect of your personality and what is an aspect of my personality that is like the most aging? Like, oh, this is an old lady. And then I'll tell you what I think.
I have to tell you what I think is both yours and mine.
Yeah, what is like our oldest like old person trait?
Fuck, that is a very, very hard question to answer.
Is it? Do you want me to tell you what I think? Okay. So for me, the thing that like most discloses like that I am like easily a 70-year-old woman on the inside is my affinity, love, and devotion to white wine spritzers.
Correct.
And
it's doing golf club.
Please, baby. Don't talk to me. Yours is the fact that you need like a full 48 hours to recover from a trip.
Yeah.
That is literally 1 hour time difference.
No, it's the travel.
No.
It's the travel for
Trash.
me. I cannot deal with the travel. I can deal with the travel when I'm going there. But when I'm coming back, I cannot deal with the travel. But you know what? When I'm a famous influencer, I'm not going to go fuck.
I'm about to fart. It's going to be directly because of what you just said. Okay, can you now tell me what you think?
I'm going to have to think about this.
No!
I think that we can answer this question next week.
Cliffhanger. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. And this is where we end off.
Cheers.
Cheers, dog.
Adam's going to have so many snacks.
So many snacks.
I mean, you're not taking
all. Vermouth spritzers, dog.
Right? I'm telling you.
What's up? If you like Aperol, you should try those.